I'm sorry. Yesterday was just I was just really busy and stuff, and just came home late and just did. It was like, oh, it's 11. Oh crap, I gotta. So that's pretty much what happened yesterday. I'm sorry, but yeah, what's actually happening? I'm still playing Pillars of Eternity. I haven't touched Dota in like a week. I'm still playing Pillars, and that's it. I'm just playing Pillars very slowly, but still playing like a little bit at a time. And The Witcher is coming out in like less than 10, sometime in May, and it's the 21st of April. Sometime in May, The Witcher is coming out, and I'm definitely going to be playing that game. And it's supposedly fucking huge, so I don't know. I don't know. I have to finish Pillars. And Path of Exile closed beta has started, and I'm not in the closed beta. Sadly, I might get in the next week or so, week or two. But wow, the breadth of changes that they've made, and they've made so many changes, and it's they're kind of calling it patch 2.0, which is cool. It isn't. It is an expansion. So you have the three first acts, and then this is Act 4 in terms of content. But there's so many changes to balance in the actual game that it's quite amazing. And if there's one thing that I really have to talk about Path of Exile, that to me is quite incredible, is what I've heard that they've done with the netcode. Now, netcode in this type of game, there's exactly two ways that you could go, and usually what happens is that you choose one of them, and that's just how it is, okay? And Path of Exile chose the way that you are not always in sync with the server. Clearly, you have to talk to the server, but whenever you talk to a server that's remote, that's far away, there's going to be lag, and you always have to find ways to hide the lag and to not feel it. But it's always going to be there. There is nothing perfect. There's always going to be, even if it's just 100 milliseconds, there's going to be lag. And what do you do with it is the real question here. There's two main schools of what you do. And what they chose is that you are not in sync with the server at all times. You actually, when you click the button, the action will happen instantly. And it'll tell the server that the action happened. Every so often, you will be synced with the server, because the server wins. When you ask the server will win because it's more important than you, and you know, clearly you can do whatever you want on your client end. Most people don't, but you could hack whatever the hell you want. So the server will always win, and you just have to sync with it. This causes sometimes rubber banding. Sometimes you're not actually where you think you are. You're a little bit further behind, and sometimes you miss a little bit of the action, and there's this weird jerking syncing thing that happens. And you actually have, there's actually a command to please sync now, to just make sure that you know where you are. That's how they've done it so far. The other option is to always be in sync with the server, which means that once you click, you actually send the server, I clicked, can I do the action? And then the server tells you, yes, you can. So until you actually, once you click, there's delay between actually clicking and doing the action, and then you're 100% all the time in sync. And so they chose the first one, and apparently they now gave you the option to decide which one of these two ways you would like to play with. Now, this seems kind of like pretty cool, but I'm coming from a game developer perspective. That's huge! That's insane. That has never been done before, as far as I know, in any other game. To actually allow the players to decide which netcode option they'd like to use, the amount of development time and quality assurance and testing that you have to do in order to make sure that it works and have the option to choose, it's like, that's terrifying to me as a developer. And I think it's an amazing feat that they've done this. You really might not think that it's big, but trust me on this one, it is big. It is, whoa, it's big. For you, it's just like a fucking checkbox, but it is insane. And I think it's amazing, and it just goes to show how wonderful these people at Grinding Gear Games are, and how incredible is the games that they're creating, and how amazing it is that they listen to the community and they really develop for their players. And this game runs on the back of this community. Okay, it's also completely free to play, so it's really one of the companies that I like the most. in the world currently in terms of developing games. They are truly spectacular, and I really like what they're doing, and I really like the game, and you should totally go play it if you haven't already. I will definitely be playing it. I really want to see the new content. I want to see the new game now with all the rebalancing, and it's just, they deserve money. You don't have to give it anything because it's free to play, but they deserve it anyways. And I actually put some money into it because they fucking deserve it. If anyone does, they do. And yeah, so Path of Exile looks really cool, which is coming out soon, and I need to finish Pillars. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time.